You're so quiet. It's so nice. It's good. It's really good. This next song is a new song. It's oh, there you go. That's what I was doing. This next song is called Kimberley, and it's all about the humbug that's going on up in the northwest of Western Australia in a region called the Kimberleys. And we got a stall over there to inform you any more about it later on. But a quick overview would be something like this. About 300 k's off the coast of Broome, on one of the most pristine coastlines and pristine wildernesses in this country, and perhaps the world. About 300 k's off that is something called the Browse Basin, and it's a big natural gas reserve. It's massive, massive amounts of gas, and they want to exploit it, and they want to build a big fat gas refinery on this pristine coast. And none of us really have a problem with them exploiting the gas. We just have a problem where they want to do it. You see, we in Western Australia, just 1,000 k's south of Broome, we have a massive, massive gas refinery. It's huge. And you just don't need to put another gas refinery on one of the most sensitive places on the planet. But for the big proponents of the project, that being Colin Barnett, the Premier of my state in Western Australia, and Woodside, it's their way to get into the Kimberley. See, the Pilbara has kind of, in many ways, stopped this country from going bankrupt, I guess, in a lot of ways. And they want to see the Kimberley be the next 25 years of this country. And well, a lot of us have a problem with that because it's such a beautiful and sacred place. And one of the biggest opponents to this project is a man named Joseph Rowe. He's been a good friend of mine for the last 12 years. And he's the chief lawman and custodian of a region called James Price Point, or what he calls Walmadan. And that's exactly where they want to put the gas refinery. And so for Joe, whose primary purpose in life is to look after culture and make sure that his young men go through law and make sure that those burial sites are safe and protected and that their song lines are protected. That's all that matters to him. He was given that responsibility by his grandfather, Paddy. And so to take that away from him, to take his culture away and to take his responsibilities away, leaves him empty. There's nothing worth living for if you don't have that for him. And of late, over the last 6 or 7 years, they've been painting the project as a great way for the indigenous people of that region to get the housing and the medication and the education that they rightly deserve as citizens. They have to sell their culture and their land to get that. And none of us in this room had to do that. You know, we've all had pretty good access to all those things, and we didn't have to give our homes, we didn't have to give away our churches, we didn't have to give away our culture. But those mob have to, which is it's pretty easy to see right through it if you ask me. And so after 6 or 7 years of negotiation, Colin Barnett's lost his patience and his temper. And he said, stuff it, I'm just taking the land by compulsory acquisition, I'm taking it. That's it, no more negotiations, it's ours, we're doing what we're doing. Completely undemocratic, so much so that the High Court deemed it illegal. And, but yet he's still pushing forward. He's still pushing forward to kind of get his way into this place so he can make his mark. Because what Colin wants is he wants a big statue of himself. And so he's just opened the whole state up to all the cowboys to do anything they want as long as it benefits his reputation and somehow enhances his ego. So this is a little song about that. It's a little song about the struggle up there. It's still happening. It's your country. It's our country. It's not just a corporation's country. And we need to celebrate, I think, the things that we have before we lose them. So this is a little song about that. I am and I am strong, 'cause I got my land and I he said, mine, 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 all for me. It's great to be a cowboy in the Wild West, roaming free. And so he brandished all his bullets, he put a gun right to our head. He said, I'm giving you all a choice now, you're either with me or you're dead. Oh, I got to have this skin, I can't get her off my mind, and I ain't gonna stop until she's mine, mine. Oh, yeah. Do I stand? Got this hole in my heart and a line drawn in the sand. It's all gray, there ain't no black and white, so who am I to say? I said it's I am strong, 'cause I got my land and I got my song. Yes, I am strong, 'cause I got my land and I got my song. Come to showdown, and it's all push and pull. You got those lawyers having a field day, while the cowboys are funding school.